Snoop was making some ruckus, whatever, and he wasn't because we were walking him around. So they called the police came, and then argument ensued while we were going to go get on the plane to, continue our trip. The police tried to stop us, and they did stop us, and unfortunately we got a serious police butt whooping. And
damn.
Yeah.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode. All right, guys, we got the Cheesecake legend in the building, Adam Plant. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. How you doing today?
Good, dude. We just ate some cheesecakes, and my man, those are the best I've ever had.
Well, let me start off by saying this. The legend is my wife, Tamika Plant, because it's her creation. So TastyT stands for TastyTamika's Cheesecakes. So, I'm always give props to where props are due. My wife, she is the queen. She's the maker. She's the, everything of TastyT's. My thing is I get it out to the people, and I'm the one who promoted and everything. But yeah, Tamika Plant, her creation, my wife, hey, she's changing the world.
Love it. Give her flowers, man. I love that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
It's a good duo because you got the connections, she's got the talent. Yeah, bringing that two together.
Yes, sir.
And you just talked about physical location possibly opening. Yeah, that's exciting, man.
Yeah. So we're just with every sale, that's more money made, and with more money made, obviously it's you're growing your bank account to be able to go ahead and make that do what you want to do. So our dream is to be able to open up a location on the Strip in Las Vegas, and then from that point, the money we make, we furthermore open up more locations. So
I love that.
The dream. Yeah.
And before this, you were a pro athlete, right?
Pro athlete, yeah. Started off playing football. Ended up playing with the BC Lions in 2002. Got injured, and after that, I became a bodyguard. So, yeah, I became bodyguard for Snoop Dogg, Floyd Mayweather, and Shaquille O'Neal, a bunch of other celebrities, and I still currently take care of a lot of big gamblers here in Vegas. But yeah, in the bodyguard world, I set a good name for myself.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Any sticky situations there?
Yeah, man, and then everything with me is you can always go on YouTube and look up all these things. So
World Star videos.
Yeah. So one incident, of course, everybody who followed me for years knew the situation in London with Snoop Dogg. We were going over to Africa, and London was the layover. And while we were there, we were walking around the airport and different things. And when we came back, the people at that particular airline. Had thought that Snoop was making some ruckus, whatever, and he wasn't because we were walking him around. So they called the police came, and then argument ensued while we were going to go get on the plane to, continue our trip. The police tried to stop us, and they did stop us, and unfortunately we got a serious police butt whooping. And
damn.
Yeah, we got our ass toe up, man, and but Snoop could tell you, none of us ran. We all stood in there and took it, and
you couldn't fight back.
Yeah, because in London, it's just a different set of rules, man. It's not like America where you might have a little leeway in trying to defend yourself, but over there it's like they took them sticks out and they tore us up, man. So
holy crap!
Part of the if you're a bodyguard, it's just part of the life that you live as a bodyguard. So, yeah.
How'd you meet Snoop in the first place?
He had a semi-pro football team that he had started in 2002, and he wanted guys who had played professional football that were who had came home, who had got cut or whatever, to play on the team. So a guy that I knew that knew Snoop had introduced both of us and had asked me to come play, and I was reluctant at first, but when I went out and seen that Snoop was actually playing, and I seen that the team had about 8 other guys who had played either NFL or CFL that I knew, I said, okay, I'll go ahead and get down. And so over that course of time, our first game was 2002. In 2003, we had like 10 other games, and we were just so dominant that, me and Snoop's camaraderie, as far as playing football with each other, just grew. And he liked how I used to just dog people on the field. And so his head of security asked me one day, he was like, hey, man, all that stuff you do on the field, can you really do in real life? I said, hell yeah. So eventually I got my job with him.
Damn, I love that. Yeah. And you played football with LaVar Ball too, right?
Yeah, Long Beach City College, 1993. Started off, funny story, I'm walking in the weight room and I see a guy benching 405 10 times. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, damn, they got people that strong in junior college? And so it was LaVar. He racked a bench and got up and talking mess. But LaVar was a great help to me that first year at Long Beach City in '93. Man, I was 17. He was like 25. So he would help me out like in the weight room, help me get stronger and stuff like that.
Damn, LaVar was benching 405?
LaVar was benching like 500. he was repping 405.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
so all that talking he do, he could back it.
Everything LaVar Ball has said as far as him being an athlete, I can vouch for.
Wow.
I seen it.
People think he was crazy, but
Nah, that dude was, he would, go from the football field, go on the basketball gym, we'd be playing, he'd be throwing it off the glass, damn near breaking the rim.
Damn.
He was. LaVar was big. He was tall, big, and strong.
Yeah.
Strong
look
guy.
at his kids, man. 2 out of 3 of them NBA. Mm-hmm. You could tell a lot by a father by their kids.
Right. Because the story goes, well, the line goes, it takes a man to make a man. So a lot of times, men who were athletes, that just transpires into their sons, and their daughters. So yeah,
I love that. And your son played professional too, right?
Yeah. Adam Plant Jr., man. Yeah, he was the first. He was the first defensive end from UNLV in 21 years to go to the NFL.
Damn.
So yeah, man. He had a little journey, coming out of Bishop Gorman in 2018. He went to Arizona first, and then transferred to TCU.
Are you interested in coming on the Digital Social Hour podcast as a guest? Well, click the application link below in the description of this video. We are always looking for cool stories, cool entrepreneurs to talk to about business and life. Click the application link below, and here's the episode, guys.
And I played at TCU for a year in 2019, and then they had a coaching change, and so the coaches coming in, I didn't think they were really beneficial to him growing as an athlete, and so I just convinced him to think about coming to UNLV, and he was reluctant at first, but then when I broke it down to him, I was like, son, if you're trying to go to the NFL, if you come to UNLV, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb, and that's what happened. So 2022, he led him in sacks, and had a good pro day and everything, and
Love it.
Got signed as a free agent.
Yeah, sometimes when you're on a stacked team, man, especially in basketball, because there's only 5 spots, you don't stand out.
Yeah. And me being a former pro athlete, I knew for my son, who I had groomed since he was a kid, I just knew that the steps I had told him to take would be beneficial to him, because I had been through that, and me not having a father just let me be an even better father to him, because I knew anything that I had lacking, I was going to give it to him.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
You got 1 kid, or you got
3?
Oh, 3.
So my oldest daughter, Ashane, she's currently getting her master's. She's working on a master's degree. She'll be 26 in June. She came out of Gorman in 2016. And then my youngest, Ashley Plant, she's at University of Arizona. So she graduated in 2023.
Amazing.
Yeah. So all my kids, man, they all did good. They all came out of Gorman, and me and my wife, we worked our tail off to be able to provide for them. Just an opportunity in life.
Incredible.
So,
yeah, I moved here a few years ago, but I always hear about Gorman and how
Bishop
it's
Gorman.
like the elite school in Vegas, right?
Yeah. I would tell anybody come to Las Vegas, Bishop Gorman will give your kids that complete high school experience as far as great education, great sports, and just a great environment. Me and my wife grew up in South Central Los Angeles, so to have our kids be able to go to a school such as Gorman, was just, it was magical.
Incredible, man. Look at what you built for your family. That's so cool.
Definitely.
I have that belief that every generation should get better.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. So we definitely came here to Vegas and made it better for our kids.
I love that, dude. Yeah, I don't have kids yet, but I got high expectations when I do, man.
Sit on the Gorman, man. If you're still here in Vegas, sit on the Gorman.
That tuition must be crazy, though.
Yeah, and what's funny, with each kid, it got higher and higher and higher. You know what I mean? Now, Gorman, they will, if your kids have a certain GPA, you will get a little bit off of your tuition.
Oh, that's cool that they do that, actually.
Yeah, but like my son, man, he
was flunking.
he wasn't flunking because he's a smart guy. But you have this thing with athletes. Sometimes when you're that good of an athlete, you in some cases, some of the kids, they think like, I'm an athlete, and I'm just making on my athleticism, and I ain't really got to take school too serious. But he got it under wraps at the right time, so he was able to do his thing. So
it's hard to balance both, man, because when you're so athletic and you think that's the future, you just want to go all in on it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I saw you with Stephen A. Smith the other day at Blue Wire.
Yeah. So, Stephen A., he had, me and him got to know each other when I was working with Floyd. And it was funny. I had my buddy Big Church, who had worked with me with Mayweather and Snoop. He had called me and said Maurice Claret was up there to do their podcast with Cam and Mace. And so I knew Maurice when he played at Ohio State, when he was going to come out to the NFL. A guy I did security for was like his mentor in L.A., so we already had knew each other. So he was going to the podcast, so I was coming up there to bring him some cheesecakes. And then lo and behold, Stephen A. popped up. And when he seen me, he was like, hey, what's up? So I was like, man, you could ask for better timing for something to happen. So I had 2 dozens of cheesecakes that I bought for Maurice and for Cam.
Yeah.
And so I just like, okay.
Slid him one?
Yeah, I slid him one. And I said, Stephen A., like I do with all celebrities and anybody I know, I just ask you, when I bring you the cheesecakes, just tell me the truth. So I said, Stephen A., man, can you taste these, our cheesecakes? And so, it ended up being a great commercial.
Oh, he loved it?
He said it was the best cheesecake he ever had. Just like you said.
You probably hear that all the time, man.
And again, that's what I tell people. Just tell me the truth. Don't lie because you know me or say it because you know me. When I bring, knowing me as a man from whatever experience you've had with me as a bodyguard, football player, whatever it is, know that I'm not going to tell you a lie when it comes to our product because it's my name and my wife's name. It's the truth. So when I bring it to you, just tell the truth.
I love that, man. Because too many people be capping about their wife's cooking or like their friends' cooking.
And, I take pride in my Instagram, man, that everything I post really happened. So I know it's hard to believe for some people to believe that, I'm 48 years old now, but I've done a lot of things in 48 years, going from the football to the Bodyguard and to now the Cheesecakes and all the stories and things that have happened, all the while.
Yeah.
But I actually have this on video or people who were there who actually can attest that, yeah, he really did that or that really happened. So when I post something, it's like I'm giving you my real story,
right.
And, like the youngsters say, capping. I don't do none of that. I don't even like to use that word. I was like, if it's a lie, it's a lie.
Yeah.
But I tell real facts of my life.
And that's how it should be, man. Because when you're lying, you get caught up in that, man. I used to lie all the time, but I stopped, honestly, because you get so caught up in it, and it's not worth it, man.
Because when you tell the first lie, you got to tell another lie to back up the first lie.
And then you got to remember all of them.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
So it's just worth telling the truth, man. Yeah, I'm pretty honest with cooking. Your cheesecakes, man, I got to hear your top 3 flavors because I'd be ordering the same 3, but I'm curious if we got some alignment.
I love all 28 flavors that we got.
Every single one?
Every single one.
Okay, because there's some I don't like.
Yeah, and we like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we want you to have your favorite, and we want, we always want the truth. You know what I mean? So, like, you might not like a pistachio or a blueberry or something like that, but we have people who they want that their whole dozen to be all blueberry, all pistachio, all whatever it is. So that's why my wife made the 28 flavors to give everybody something that they're gonna like. So, and now if I had to just have a go-to, like as of today, it would be the pineapple, the peach cobbler, and the pecan.
Damn. All right. So we align on pecan. I haven't tried the pineapple.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I tried the cobbler either.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I gotta try those.
Man, them things are incredible.
Dude, I could eat 4 of those.
And the hardest thing is like when I'm delivering, is like when that aroma just hits the car, I'm like, oh my gosh, like damn. But you can't get high on your own supply.
I love that. I love that, man. How long you been out in Vegas? Because you were in LA before, right?
Yeah, me and my wife, we're from South Central Los Angeles, and we moved here at the end of 2007 when I started working for Mayweather. So we've been here going on 16, 17 years now.
Damn. So you've seen a lot of change in Vegas.
Yeah. But I've been coming to Vegas since 81.
Holy crap.
Yeah, man. My mom was a big slot player, so we growing up in Rialto, California, which is about 50 miles east of LA. During that time, my moms would always come up here, so that was like a 2.5, 3 hour drive, and she'd come up here, play the slots, and sometimes we'd be sitting in the car, go playing that circus while she's playing, and I just always had a curiosity of watching her play the slots, and so. As I got, when I would tell myself when I got older, I was going to play them slots because my mama would play and she would win. And I've been pretty lucky on the slots.
She would win, you said?
Oh, yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Slots is like the worst game I heard.
Well, it just, I won't say that there's an actual method to it, but my mom, I would see her like she would sit down for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. If that slot wasn't hidden, she would get on another machine.
So she was quick with it.
Yeah, until she would get on one that would actually like start hitting a little bit. So I kind of follow that same motto. I have a few machines at the Orleans, at Sam's Town, at different casinos that I have one on before. So I'll usually just like I'll just come back and play those same machines.
Got it. So it's like the low key hotels, not the main ones.
Yeah, I've had more success with the low key ones. Yeah, like all of the Boyd properties and all the
their odds are probably
casinos.
better.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all gambling, so you never know how it's going to turn out. But the thing I tell people is, you can't win if you don't play.
Right.
It's like the lotto. Everybody say, I want to win the lottery. Well, damn, go drive down the state line, go get your ticket, because when I leave here today, I'm going to go get me a ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
If you won the lottery, what would you do?
Build the first TastyTs today.
I love that.
That would be the first. So, I mean, that's how passionate I am about our product. If I won the lottery, I still would.
You would still be working.
Oh, yeah.
Because you bring so much happiness to people without.
Yeah, man, and that's the thing we want, man. We want people to see that our product it's kid friendly, it's people friendly. It just makes people happy. You know what I mean? Because when you taste something so good, good food brings you joy.
Oh yeah,
it just changes your whole spirit and your whole mindset. You know what I mean?
Sure,
so,
man.
I like to say, if we can go get TastyTs to some of these places in the world, they have more, man. Maybe we'd stop some of that. Everybody would enjoy cheesecake. Yeah. It's like, man, let's talk about it. So,
I love it.
Yeah, that's one thing that we really aim to please all people with our product.
Powerful.
So, yeah.
Has Floyd tried them yet? Floyd,
I brought it to him. Let's just say, man,
he's too healthy.
Nah. He didn't choose to get none at that particular time, but his nephew, his sister, his mom, everybody loved him. So, I know what our product is, and I would just hope that people would want to see us win.
Right.
And it's sometimes one of them situations, man, where even when people know you have the best, for whatever reason, they might not want to support it as you would think they would, but
you can't please every single person in the world.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right. So
who wins in a boxing match? You or Floyd Mayweather?
Boxing, he win. I'm not going. I'm smart enough to know when I'm dumb. I'll never say would I. I never talk in the fantasy lane. You know what I mean? I'm always a realist. You know what I mean? Floyd's a world-renowned boxer, so no matter, I've seen him spar against guys taller than me.
Really?
Tear their ass.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're double his size and weight.
Yeah, I'm 6'7", but he's sparred big guys. He's sparred heavyweights. You know what I mean? So I would never get in the ring with Floyd, but I wouldn't expect him to get on the football field with me.
Yeah,
now he's an athlete, so his athlete side of him would, but.
I actually, if you're watching this, Floyd, I played in his celebrity basketball game.
Oh, yeah.
A couple years ago, and I diced him, bro.
Yeah.
I had 20 points.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had to double me.
Well, I mean, you're tall, man. I know you got skill, too.
No, but they knew I was a problem.
Okay. That's all good.
Any security moments with him? Because he'd be riling up some stuff, right?
Yeah, man. I remember we were in Atlanta one time, man, and he did a party at a strip club, and they shut it down. And there was a guy out there that was mad that he couldn't get in, man. So he just started blasting at the building.
Damn.
I'm hearing stuff. It sounded like a knock on the door, but it's like that. Like I'm like, oh no, that's a gunshot. So we both hit the floor, man, and I got myself in a position where if something came his way, the bullet was going to hit me.
Damn, you were ready to take your life for him?
I mean, it's like, when you're a bodyguard, man, you always have to be in the mindset that this could be the day you lose your life, and that's just the reality of that industry.
Wow.
And you always have to have the mindset that you're going to go at any point. Now, we try to prevent things from happening, but if it goes to that extreme, you have to be ready for it. So, yeah, there were a few situations, man, where I could have lost my life, protecting Snoop, Floyd, and Shaq.
Holy crap.
You know what I mean?
People were after Shaq. He's such a nice guy.
Nobody was after him, but like a situation that happened with me and him, we were in an establishment and somebody was just being an obnoxious fan and they wouldn't stop, and then it got physical, and I had to get, I had to get physical with him.
Wow.
But it could have went way bad, But the thing with Snoop, Floyd, and Shaq, they can all say that as a bodyguard, Adam Plant did his job. They all seen me get down.
Yeah.
And even another incident with Floyd that we had over in Mexico one time, we had, got into a little situation, but that was handled. You know what I mean? So they all see me active.
Yeah.
And like I said, you, as a bodyguard, you do want to prevent things if you can, but if it has to go there, then you got to be ready for it.
Damn. Floyd ran deep though, right? He had like eight bodyguards or something.
When I started with him, it was Big Mark, rest in peace, Big Church, who got me my job, and two other guys, JT and Stack, my Uso homies, so it was 5 of us at first, and then it went down to 4 of us, and then it would change here and there, and then ended up being about 8 of us.
Damn.
But me and Big Church, we were the main.
You were leading that.
They used to call us the Great Wall. So we were the when you would see us two come through the door, you knew Floyd was right in the middle of it. So yeah, man. Yeah.
I feel that. I hired bodyguard once, and the problem with me, dude, because I'm 6'6", so if I'm taller and bigger than my bodyguard,
right,
I'm like, why am I even paying you at this point? You know what I mean?
Well, you need to bring that money to Adam Plant the next time you go out.
Yeah,
I got
for real.
You. But I mean, I would tell people it's always good to have security than not, because you just never know when something's gonna happen, man.
You never know.
You never know,
especially in LA.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm from South Central, so I can attest. Yeah. I grew up in the gang era.
I don't go there alone anymore, for real.
Yeah. So, everybody who came up in my era, we know how the streets can get. And the thing is, I would tell anybody, it's good to know people in every city. It's good to know people, man, because you always want to have allies. You always want to have people that you can call in case things go left. That's wise.
That's great advice, man.
That's wise.
Because too many people put all their eggs in one city and then they go to the West Coast or something.
Yeah, because everybody thinks that their hood is harder than the next, and I'm here to tell you it's not. Now the gang banging did originate in Los Angeles, as far as like colors being attached to a gang. That did come from LA, but every city got a hood.
Right.
Everybody got shooters and killers everywhere, all over the world.
For sure.
I mean, I've traveled the world, so I know this for a fact. And I'm gonna tell you that some of the most gangster I've ever seen was in Africa.
Africa.
So I was in Africa with Snoop Dogg. This was 2006. He did a concert over there with him and Jay-Z and I think it was Mary J. Blige, Busta Rhymes, a couple of other people. Man, they had security going through the crowd with hyenas and machetes.
No way.
Get out of the way. I mean, I was like, damn. I'm on stage like, tapping on, like, look at this. Hyenas and machetes.
Damn.
I said, nah, I ain't seen no America like that. Yeah, so again, when people think that just their neighborhood is the only hood out, nah, I'm here to tell you, player, everybody got a hood, everybody got them guys everywhere you go. So respect everybody's neighborhood and they block where they're
Absolutely.
from. Yeah.
Did you get approached growing up to join a gang or group of people?
I did. I grew up in the Crip area, and all of my brother and my a lot of my homies was banging and stuff like that. But graduating from Dorsey High School, where it was mostly Bloods in that area, I got to know a lot of them. So I know some of everybody, Crip, Blood, SA, whatever it is, and my thing is, I'm Adam Plant. I represent myself as a man, so I deal with everybody. So I don't single myself out to any one group. I like to be able to bring people together now. You know what I mean? And the growth in life is, especially from a man, is that you have to grow up. You could be where you're from and love your neighborhood and the people you grew up with, but you have to elevate as a human being. I'll be 50 years old next year. It's like, how would I look trying to bang on somebody or something like that? Like, dude, what the hell did you get out of life? You know what I mean? So grow, mentally grow, physically grow, and be who you're supposed to be as a human being. You know
I love that.
Yeah.
And you seem to have that mindset at an early age.
Yeah, man, because with me, athletics was the things that, I always wanted to be a football player. I loved playing basketball, and then coming up, I did track. I was good at shot put and disc. I actually won the gold medal in both.
Damn.
In the Junior Olympics in Southern California at Chaffee College. This is like early 80s. I won the gold in disc, gold in the shot put. Played soccer. Sports always kept me busy.
Yeah.
And just seeing the realities of what happened in the hood, like what looking at my brother and some of the older homies and what they was doing and stuff like that, I knew that's not what I wanted to become. So I'm glad that athletics, sports kept me out of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of nonsense.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And that's the path for a lot of athletes that grow up in rough neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Because it's like one thing, it could be like 5 guys. You guys all grow up. 4 of them end up being gang members. You're the athlete. Now you still affiliated with them guys because they're your homies. You grew up with them.
Right.
They're like your brothers. But you took a different path. Your path was like, nah, I want to go play football, basketball, baseball, whatever it is. I'm still your homeboy, but I know the route you guys are going, that's not constructive to what I want to become. So even though I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to still, show loyalty to you because we grew up together. But, people just go different paths.
Absolutely.
So,
you saw that happen with John Morant.
Yeah. I seen that way before John Morant, just with me and different other people I grew up with. Like, there were some extremely great athletes where I grew up in South Central, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, a lot of guys made bad decisions, so the world never got to see them. And I could truly say this: everybody that made it to the NFL, the NBA, or the MLB weren't always the best athlete. There were guys that were better than them, and they know it. But the guys who did made better decisions.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy to think about, right?
Yeah, because like every professional league, they do consist of great athletes, but again, they weren't always the best one. They might have had 2 or 3 guys they grew up with that they know could jump higher, that were faster, would have been a better linebacker or run back or O-line, D lineman, whatever. But for whatever reason, they made bad decisions, so they didn't get as far as this guy got.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, man, it comes down to making great choices, and that's why it was important to me to be a great dad to my kid, because especially my son playing ball, I wanted him to make good choices. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you need a father figure to help direct those choices in your life.
Yeah.
So
father figure is crucial, man. Yeah. Because there's a lot of single parents right now, but it's tough.
I would tell any woman who says, "Oh, I don't need no man." No. Millions of women have done it by themselves. My mom was a single mom, but to have a man in your child's life, especially their dad, for a young man and for a young woman, they need that. They need that father.
Absolutely. I grew up a single mother too, but
yeah.
I didn't know how to do a lot of man growing up, for real. So I didn't have that father figure. It's crucial.
Yes, sir.
What would your advice be to people starting up entrepreneurship coming from your background?
Know that it's going to be a hard road. Know that it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. Know that you can't sleep 8 hours a day and think you're going to be a successful person. It's not. It's no way possible. If I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep, I'm getting a lot.
Wow.
If I get that a day, I'm getting a lot. I know we got the best tasting cheesecakes, right? But I need the world to know that. So if it takes me going out to Southern California, Arizona, Utah, all over Vegas, driving to Dallas, driving to New York, if
you drove to New York?
I haven't yet, but I plan on doing. I plan on doing so. Yeah, I drove my son to Williamsburg, Virginia, back in the day from Vegas for a football camp. So if I did that for him for a camp, you think I ain't gonna do that for my own product? You damn right. So my advice would be willing to do whatever it takes to get your product out there. It's like, rappers been doing it for years, Yes, sir.
Sir.
There it is. TastyT's, man. And hey, Best cheesecakes in the world, man.
Best cheesecakes in the world, guys. And I've had a lot of cheesecakes too.
Yeah, so you know.
I know. I'm from Jersey. That's the home of New York cheesecake.
Yeah. So to finish answering the question, again, just be willing to go and do whatever it takes to get your product, whatever it is, out into the world.
Facts.
So that's the answer to that. Now, to talk about this, the reason I can also tell people that these are the best cheesecakes in the world is because of this. As a bodyguard, I've traveled the world. Last year alone, in 2023, I was in New Zealand and Australia with Snoop Dogg on the tour with him.
Yeah.
And then I came back here to Vegas for like 5 days. Floyd had contacted me to ask me to go to Dubai with him. While I was in Australia and New Zealand and Dubai, I tried cheesecakes in all the cities I was in, right? And wasn't nothing close. Nothing even close.
I love it.
And then prior to that, back in the day when I was traveling with Snoop in London, had cheesecake there. I've been to every state in America, going on tour with Snoop in different places with Floyd and Shaq. Had cheesecake everywhere, you know, New York, Chicago, all that. And it like I say, it's no ever diss to anybody else. You know, you can make cheesecake all you want. We're just saying that nobody tastes like ours.
I'll vouch for that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where can people order those, man?
So you can order your TastyT cheesecakes if you're in Las Vegas at www.tastytcheesecakes.com, or you can just text me directly at 702-443-8769. And I prefer people to text me because I like to be one-on-one with every customer, you know what I mean?
Your phone's about to blow up, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Anything else you want to promote, man?
Well, I just want to say thank you to you, man, for having me on this platform because this is big, man. I've been watching your show for a while now on the Instagram, and I'm like, damn, I was thinking about it not too long ago. I said, man, I hope I could do that podcast one day, you know what I mean? So I appreciate it. Thank you for that opportunity. And again, just tell everybody, if you want the best tasting cheesecakes in the world, TastyT's Cheesecake is the #1 tasting cheesecake in the world. Facts. Nothing even close.
Bars. All right, thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. Order some cheesecakes. See you next time.
TastyT's.